I'm going to introduce our city leadership here in a second, but we're here today to celebrate the donation of a number of cans to the Second Harvest Food Bank. And most everyone here are city employees, and I think you guys should really give yourselves a round of applause. The city manager, Stephanie Cutter, who unfortunately was not able to be here today, although she sent someone in her place. When she announced this last week, it was just sort of an idea.
1 week.
And we turned it around in 1 week, and that's an amazing thing. I'm going to turn this over to Pete Shanka, Assistant City Manager. He's going to explain a little bit about the Great Savannah Canned Food Drive. Mr. Shanka.
Thank you very much. Stephanie Cutter, when she heard that the Second Harvest Food Bank needed some help, she sent out an email citywide and created a little competition between bureaus. Everybody pitched in. She asked all the bureau chiefs to get directly involved and make appeals to department heads and so forth. And so city staff really stepped up. I was amazed when I walked up here and saw all these truckloads of food items. This is just amazing. But yeah, it's a very short turnaround. We pulled it together and really thank the city staff for doing this. It's just really amazing. And we'd like to turn it over now to Joe Schraus, who's going to talk a little bit about how their bureau got involved in this.
Well, I think first, again, we need to thank our city manager, Stephanie Cutter, for coming up with this idea. And it's significant in that this happened in really 4.5 days. And with our bureau, and I think this is not just with my bureau, but I think it's citywide, we simply sent out an email and got a coordinator from each department. Josette Washington headed up the bureau. And we asked one time, and that was it. And then the food just started pouring in. I think we've got over close to 3,500 cans. And it was just a matter of asking. And I think, again, it's just not my bureau, it's city employees. And I think part of it is, and I'm talking to you city employees, y'all are out there every day, and you see the needs in this community, and you work in your jobs to take care of those needs. And then when something like this comes up, it's very easy for you to see what needs to be done, and you always step up, whether it's with this, whether it's United Way, with anything else. And I think this comes from great leadership from our city manager, from our mayor and alderman, and I couldn't be more proud to work with folks like y'all that, as I always say in my bureau, I just get out of the way and y'all make me look good, and I think that's what y'all do. So thank you very much.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Are you excited like I am? Our city manager has really done a job to come up with this idea, to have the vision. But all of the success go to our employees. We brag about you out in the community because you are doing everything that you're supposed to do. You're going beyond the call of duty. And guess what? You make us look good as elected officials. And we are so appreciative of that. But lo and behold, never did I imagine that, and Mary Jane said, we asked how many do you think, and we were getting one count because everything hasn't been counted. And she said, well, it looks like to me that we probably have about 12,000 cans and all this other stuff that we have here, which is going to feed a lot of people. But, Second Harvest, and I don't know if you're going to say this, Mary Jane, Second Harvest doesn't only take care of Savannah, but it is regional as well. And this will make people have a joyous Christmas, but it goes beyond that they will be able to have vegetables on the table and not have to eat just saltine crackers or make a decision whether they want to get a prescription fill or get some food. Thank you, y'all. We cannot thank you enough. We cannot, and sharing this podium with me is Alderman John Hall, from the 3rd District, and Alderman Estella Shabazz. Thank you so much. We appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts, and we hope that you're going to have a Merry, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and all of the other, well, a holiday season, and a wonderful New Year. Thank you. We're humbled by what you have done in less than a week. So at this time, let me introduce Mary Jane, who is Executive Director of the Second Harvest Food Bank.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary. I don't even know where to begin. You know, when we first heard you were going to do a food drive, we were excited because the city of Savannah has a philosophy of always being there for the community. And we talk about that. I've lived all over the country, but the city of Savannah always cares about the people that live here. And it's wonderful to see. It's wonderful to see the things that they do, the way they go out of their way to help people, and the way that they go out of the way to make sure that the community is taken care of. There are about 147,000 people in coastal Georgia that live daily with food insecurity. Second Harvest is that final safety net. You know, the people we see at the food bank are the families that are working very hard to be able to make ends meet. You know, and if they don't fill their car up with gas, they don't get to work, they lose their job, they lose their house, and it's a snowball. So we are that final safety net, and we are able to be that safety net because of you. And we cannot begin to thank you enough. You have absolutely made our holidays so much better, and because we know we're going to be able to help so many people, and I just can't thank you enough. Thank you so much for all you do for us all year long, but thank you so much for making the holidays better for so many people right here in our community. Thank you.
All right. And Alderman Van Johnson from the 1st District has joined us. So I know a lot of you here are, as part of this competition, we have a bureau versus bureau competition, right? This extra incentive, and there's actually some incentive time that's tied to that. I don't have the answer right now, and I apologize. I know. We're still getting in our tracking sheets. We should have those by the end of the day. If not by the end of today, then on Christmas Eve on Monday, we'll send out a notification both to the press and also to all employees, letting you know who's the most generous bureau in the city of Savannah. But I think you all deserve a round of applause, and you all deserve a special award for just stepping up to the plate.
Can I announce that?
What's that? No, we're Alderman Johnson asked if we were closed on Christmas Eve, but we are hardworking City of Savannah employees, and we work on Christmas Eve. That's right.
Can I make it?
You can go ahead.
I do have not run this by City Council,
Yes.
but we're begging that if any way possible, all the employees
So moved.
that took a part in this, do I have 5 or do you have
moved.
5? Anybody that took a part in this food collection, will you please consider giving them whatever time was attached to all of this? Because even if you just brought one, it says that you did it unconditionally. Thank you. My recommendation along with council, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, quick logistics. These trucks, they're heading to America's Second Harvest. This is a caravan, so we've got a police escort. So if everyone can kind of start their engines, and let's get this thing going. Thanks again, you guys.
Obey all traffic control.